Hello, everyone. I'm just a chill guy trying to take a sip right now. I am parched. Parched. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me once again on YouTube. As always, our personal home, our personal embrace, if you will. And this is not necessarily a podcast. More than anything, I'm trying something different. I start doing more like one-on-one type of situations or type of conversation, more of a monologue, and you use that format a lot on TikTok, right? So I was trying to get better at that, and now that it's getting banned, it kind of seems a little pointless to get into it in TikTok. So I'm just kind of trying this sort of new setup and new type of approach through YouTube. And this is on my Eggxtra channel. That's what it's called. It's literally called Eggxtra. And welcome to the half, which is a format in English and Spanish. La mitad is gonna be, my God, what the fuck? There's literally a car alarm going off. And don't even get me started with car alarms because they piss me the fuck off sometimes. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me in this new space. And as you guys can see, this is the other half of the podcast. Usually I record on that half, and now we're going to be doing it on this half. So that is part of it. I'm half baked as well in a way. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a different format. And I just want to get comfortable with this sort of setup, right? Having a camera to just keep talking to, and I'm trying out a new sound, and if it doesn't work, we'll change it. So this is a very experimental process is really what I'm trying to say. Now that the Congress is taking out TikTok, pretty much they're just banning it, saying if you don't sell it to us, then you cannot have it within the paradigms of the US. And now ByteDance is fighting back, saying fuck you guys, we're not gonna give you guys the information, the power of TikTok, because it is a powerful tool, hence why the US wants it. Now that it's getting banned, I don't know. It's gonna get wild. What's gonna happen to content creation in general, I think. Something's gotta evolve. Something's gotta evolve. So I was gonna say 2025, I'm gonna go full on TikTok and do more of these types of more organic, sort of raw type of approach formats. But now that it's being taken away, at least as of right now, I'm debating whether or not to stay on the platform. Since a lot of creators that are doing TikTok right now, I feel are gonna end up migrating into YouTube, and then we might have some sort of like exodus of what was once Vine, and then that created a whole bunch of creators that sort of had their exit to YouTube, right? And maybe this is what we're gonna be seeing now. No, this is sort of the end of TikTok, the end of that Vine era in our current situation, and now we're gonna have growth on hopefully growth on YouTube, right? On this other platform that has been here for ages, no? Sort of the granddaddy of all the platforms, or the grandpappy. That's the whole plot behind this. That's the whole plot. I just wanted to explain that to you guys as to why you guys are seeing my face in yet another fucking platform or the YouTube channel. And this is just because I wanna try this approach. I wanna try more of an organic type of take. Not necessarily anything scripted, but mostly like things that I personally do on my day-to-day that I don't really get to express on the podcast maybe, or things that happen in my life, just to reflect on things, have some sort of way to have like a cozy approach to the person that is listening or watching this episode. So that's my letter of presentation, or whatever the fuck is called. And yes, we are gonna cuss in this one. We are gonna get wild, and if we need to bleep things out, we're gonna bleep things out now that everything has to be censored to a certain extent, right? The most recent meme that's sort of, I'm kind of dressed like him, as a matter of fact. If you look at me side to side, the chill guy anthropomorphic dog. I actually have some notes, so it is a little scripted. I lied. I'm sorry, sue me, right? Don't do that. That'd be really fucked up. Anyways, if you guys are familiar to the internet, you guys probably have been seeing this little creature, memeable creature that I'm probably gonna put somewhere around here if the internet or if the computer allows me to, because you have to shoot these things and then later on you're like, okay, maybe I can figure it out. Especially if you're somebody that is not schooled like myself. The artist was Philip Banks, and this meme actually came out in October of last year. Apparently, he created this meme, and it came out on the internet's butthole, the platform X or Twitter. So it comes out of there. I think it's an illustrator or some sort of an artist, this Philip Banks, and this has been getting traction over the past year. Come forth, it started sort of happening in August, I was reading, and then it started happening in late November or something like along those lines. And now this meme is sort of taking this approach at the chill guy under whatever circumstance might happen. And there's some really funny ones, right? So you have the dog with this sort of smirk, his hands on his pockets, just kind of looking away and saying, I'm just that chill guy, sort of thing. So it's a really funny meme. It's something that's going on the internet right now, and it's just it has an interesting story. Honestly, it's crazy how many of these memes have become cryptocurrencies. I'm not an expert with cryptocurrency or whatever, but there's been a lot of coins that have taken their appearance, if you will, from memes like Doge, and now we have these the Haktua coin, the chill coin or whatever. And I was reading that this coin actually capped in the cryptocurrency market at $488 million. Apparently the coin got such high value because Nayib Bukele, for those of you guys that don't know who Nayib Bukele is the president of El Salvador. So apparently he was behind this cryptocurrency, and he helped elevate the price, right? The value of this cryptocurrency. It's crazy to see now all the memes to be able to give them personality or something along those lines. It's very interesting. And since we're on the topic of cryptocurrency, I don't know if you guys recently heard that the Haktua girl actually is under some hot water because of the same shit, getting into the cryptocurrency market. And then allegedly, I don't want to get sued, remember, she is getting backlash because she did a pump and dump sort of scheme. That's what I've been reading on the internet. Haley is her name, the famous video star, or I guess she became sort of a meme herself, right? It's interesting what happens to people that get such popularity in such quick time, I guess. But I don't know, it's just interesting seeing how a person can also become a meme, and the value that we give to that person because of the meme. It's kind of crazy. Now that I'm kind of thinking about it, because I feel like she herself has become some sort of meme, if that makes any sense. Or am I just high? It's kind of taking me by surprise now. But anyways, apparently her market cap was at 490 million, and shortly after it was released, it dropped about 95% of its value. So this coin started at 490 million, and then it immediately dropped 95%, which is cryptocurrency in 2024, soon to be 2025. So and that's why I don't do it. I don't fuck with it because I don't understand it, if I'm being honest. And it sounds like a lot of people got fucked off of their money. But then again, she's gonna be selling something, and obviously she came out and defended herself that they didn't sell any coins to anybody beforehand or something along those lines. So Haley, I hope you're doing okay psychologically, because that was actually the reason she had stepped out of social media before she went viral, and then all of a sudden, like, she went viral. But that's just something I read on the internet as well. Don't quote me on it. But so now she's one of another pump and dump sort of situations. Kim Kardashian, Logan Paul, you name it. They've all done it. They've all tricked their fans, or as they like to call it, suckers. They like to fuck people over their life savings or whatever it may be. Maybe your granddaughter's collegiate family scholarship. I don't know. Don't buy the cryptocurrency. I mean, do whatever the fuck you want. You know, it's your pockets. But I'm saying if it has Haktua, if it has Doge, or any of these memeable beings behind it, be careful with it because it might just be a pump and dump. Moving along, one of the most recent concerts I've been to was amazing, just amazing. I went to Billie Eilish. I don't know what the name, I think it's the Hit Me Hard and Soft tour, since that's her most latest album. I went to see her and my God, dude, my God, it's amazing what she can do. She did a great performance in Ball Arena. We went and we just had a blast, honestly. It's just the vibes were on, a lot of good energy. Everybody's like dressed like her or has some sort of like artistic piece, you know, that commemorates her. And it was really fun. It was really fun. It was her first tour without her brother Phineas or something. Like, apparently, he's doing something on his own as well. But she did great. You know, she all did all the gimmicks. You know, she sang when laying down or sitting up. You know, doing squats or whatever. She ran a whole bunch. Which, by the way, the creation of like stages and how tall they are and how they maneuver, it's just fucking crazy as well. It's just fucking crazy. And it's also, you gotta be careful as an artist. I feel like there's a lot of places where there's like ladders kind of hidden, or they'll have like another platform kind of moving, and if they're not careful they can like eat shit. Like, I was just thinking about that. She did a performance and she was like high up above, sort of like on this platform, and I'm like, damn, that, I mean, that's dedication, because that's scary. That's scary, and that shit can move or break. You know, if somebody didn't fasten something right, I don't know. But anyway, she's a great performer. Her eyes are beautiful. I think they would do the close up of her eyes on the jumbotron, and people were just like mesmerized. I'm like, holy shit! It's just fucking crazy. Go watch Billie Eilish. But I think she's on break now. I think she's on break now. So watch her whenever she's back, because, you know, her vocal cords probably need some resting. Billie, take care of yourself. Anyways, that was one of the most recent concerts, and I just wanted to talk about it because I didn't get to talk about it on the podcast, and we haven't gotten to talk about it. So this is another way to kind of spew this experience I've sort of taken on, and have you guys sort of be part of that. She was here 2 nights, and I heard the second night was the best, which was the night that we went. So I was very excited about that. We got some merch as well. Shout out to my girl for getting us the tickets for Billie Eilish. Moving on, how about that Luigi Mangione? Have you guys heard the hot gossip about Luigi Mangione? All of this is alleged before I even start. If you guys don't know who Luigi Mangione is, he's the man of the hour currently. He is the alleged shooter of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. If you guys aren't familiar with this story, you guys are probably living under a rock, which is okay. No judgment, just saying. It's been everywhere. So this happened outside a hotel, I believe, in New York, early morning. Luigi was sort of covered. He was caught on camera footage, basically approaching the CEO, taking out his gun and pew-pewing the CEO when he wasn't looking. He fell to the ground. Luigi ran away from the scene, and they've sort of found different pieces of evidence on the crime scene that have his fingerprints on it. You know, if I'm not mistaken, I was reading that they found a water bottle, protein bar or some shit, and then he fled the scene on a bike that he had made his way through the bus system and somehow ended up in Pennsylvania, which is where they recently caught him, right? Apparently, the whole reason why he did this is because he was tired of the healthcare system, right? He literally engraved the bullets with the words "deny, defend, and depose," which is from a book that sort of talks about how to deal with the healthcare system and how it works. They make money off of basically this terminology, right? The deny you the claim, if you will, defend if you take it to court, through litigation, through bureaucracy, we're going to basically make sure that you do not get paid, right? We're going to deny this claim. So this is sort of a practice that insurance companies take on. And this dude wrote about it, wrote that Deny, Defend, Oppose sort of slogan that now is getting banned everywhere. Right? It's getting banned in TikTok. Hopefully it doesn't get banned here on YouTube. But yeah, those three words apparently, since it's become such a movement or ruckus, they've sort of started silencing that, right? So this has been taken sort of as an approach to the capitalist society that maneuvers the healthcare system, right? So as a criticism to that, there has been a lot of backlash when it comes to like what's been going on in the internet and how they view the assassination of the CEO, right? The murder of the CEO. Since a lot of people are basically for the fact that this Brian Thompson guy got assassinated, right? They're not showing any empathy or sympathy, if you will. They're not sympathizing, right? Because it's corporate, corrupt America, and that's how people are feeling. It's sort of like a flash into the class consciousness sort of movement that I believe is sort of slowly brewing up and happening. Thank God. And just people being tired of the denial claims too, right? How many people have lost their lives or lost some families' life through chemotherapy being denied or of some sort, right? Or certain types of treatments or medicine or medication that not only has astronomical prices, but without the assistance of insurance through the healthcare system, we are completely fucked, right? It's just insane the way that the U.S. has manufactured this sort of leeching system of people's health. It's sort of seen as a reaction, right? And a positive reaction to what's been happening to the working class, right? Where we have the boot literally on our neck, barely being able to make it through rent, barely being able to have health insurance, and then also getting fucked over by the same insurance that you pay thousands of dollars to on a yearly basis, right? So a lot of people were pissed, but a lot of people were on Luigi's side and are on Luigi's side. They've tried to paint it as a blue against red type of thing, as a left against right, conservative and Democrat. But in reality, if you really take the veil of the two colors, you can start seeing that this is a class conscious reaction, right? So this means that Republicans and Democrats both have people on their side that are struggling with rent, that are struggling with healthcare, that are struggling with groceries. And this is not a left versus right situation whatsoever. It has become a clash, and an us versus them, right? The poor people with the rich people, a tale as old as time, right? And but they're so good at putting us against each other, and we just don't realize that, right? We just eat it up, thinking that it's my team or the other team, but in reality, we're both getting fucked. So it's just very interesting seeing this retaliation sort of on the internet and also on just the general public. Yeah, Luigi was caught in Pennsylvania. I believe he was actually ratted out by a ratted out by a McDonald's employee, which there was a reward, and they even fucked up how they turned him in because nobody got the money. Well, apparently there was $60,000 on the line, right, for anybody that would give clues or ways to kind of get to Luigi. But 10,000 of them, 10,000 of those 60,000 were from the city of New York, I believe. There was some people that did give him some tips or whatever, and they were like, okay, we're gonna discuss how to divvy up or who to give the $10,000 reward, right? But then the other 50,000 from the FBI, because the FBI got involved, obviously, were not able to get claim. At least I was reading, because apparently you have to call the number that is on the pamphlet, right? On the thing that on the poster. This person called 911 now apparently they're not able to claim that money. At least that's what I was reading, So he was caught in Pennsylvania. He was in the back of a McDonald's apparently, and somebody called the authorities. Authorities showed up. He was apparently wearing like a surgical mask, one of those masks that we all had to wear at some point in COVID. Put it down, and they saw that it was him. They started asking him questions about like his whereabouts, and they asked him if he had been in New York recently. Apparently he started shaking, and apparently they caught him with the gun that was 3D printed, which is fucking insane that is even a thing, that you can manufacture a gun out of your fucking living room or even bedroom, right? No registration number, which it's strange to think about, because why would you keep the gun with you if he has no I would have tossed that bitch out, right? That's insane. They also caught him with a whole bunch of fake IDs. Apparently he had given a New Jersey fake ID at a hotel in Manhattan, if I'm not mistaken, to get in and sort of like make a reservation of some sort. And so he used that fake ID, and then when the cops showed up at the McDonald's, he showed the same ID from New Jersey. But then later on, they basically like corralled him, and he said he came out with his real name and all of that. So very interesting thing that has been happening with Luigi. Now he is behind bars, and he's also in Pennsylvania. So they're trying to figure out how to extradite him out of Pennsylvania to take him to New York, because the charges that he committed in Pennsylvania do not involve murder, because the murder happened in New York. So based on jurisdiction, they have to go through the legal system to kind of figure that out, to be able to extradite him to New York. So very interesting things that are happening. And his lawyer came out and did an interview, and he has become viral himself because it's this funny. I mean, to me, he's funny because he looks like a character just defending his client, right? He comes out and says, have not heard nothing. I have seen nothing. Nothing has been proven. And then just referencing the good old Constitution that says that you're innocent until proven guilty, right? So it's insane, the support that he's receiving as well. Luigi it's being seen as like a heroic figure because of what he did, if I'm being honest. So it's interesting seeing how government is reacting to all of this, right? It's very, and the media as well, how the media is treating it. They try to paint him in a way that is, look, he's a hypocrite. He had money. He was an Ivy League type of guy. So anyways, there's a lot of moving pieces to all of this. He gets what, is adjudicated to him, I guess. A lot of people are going to be like, free Luigi. But and we'll see what his lawyer does as well and how he defends him. Very interesting, this whole Luigi Mangione. And obviously do your own research. You're getting this information off of a weirdo on YouTube, so do your own research. We're just trying to create consciousness here, all right? Just look at your own shit. Don't take it all from me. But anyways, it's just an interesting thing that has been happening, and it's good to put the magnifying glass in society in a lot of ways and kind of understand the way things can be manipulated for the benefit of capital, right? So for the benefit of the upper class. So you have to stay kind of conscious about that shit. At least we try. Anyways, I would like to kind of close up with usually I do music recommendation on the podcast, but this is going to be a what am I watching recommendation. So I got fucked up on shrooms actually, and I watch Arcane. I don't know if anybody is familiar with that series. It's on Netflix, and it was recommended by my good friend Sergio. Shout out to Sergio. It's a very interesting series it's based off of League of Legends, as I have it understood, and the illustration that they use, because it's sort of a cartoon, is just very new age, very, I don't know, very cool. It goes well with the thematic of the cartoon or show, better said, and it has a lot of like little things that you can pay attention to. very graphic too. It has some graphic things and some very dark undertones. So if you like that type of series, give Arcane a watch. And don't do it on shrooms though, because on shrooms it fucked me up. It really did. It was just too much at some point, if I'm being honest. It was just too much. I started getting that ADHD Coco Melon brain, you know, where they show you one thing and then they show you another one, and it just started to become too much stimulation, so I had to do that. But it's a great show if you're just chilling, or if you don't overdo shrooms. I guess it's really the case. We're at half hour. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for visiting. Subscribe to this new channel, and if you see this video anywhere, give it a like. Bye.